Okay, we're here today on realagriculture.com at Crop Week in Saskatoon. We're here with Rebecca Krip from Syngenta. Rebecca, can you tell me a little bit more about the event Syngenta has planned for Pulse Days?
Certainly. We just wrapped up a fashion show that Syngenta sponsored for Pulse Days. Basically what we did is we hired the Academy of Fashion and Design in Saskatoon to design some dresses that were encrusted with pulses that are grown in Western Canada, and more specifically with awareness around Saskatchewan. This event gave us an opportunity to showcase pulses in a little different way, and at the same time educate the growers on not only where their pulses are exported to, what countries they're exported to, but also what the end use is, some of the cultural dishes that are used in these countries.
So which 9 countries are represented in the show?
The 9 countries that we represented were Algeria, Colombia, China, India, the United Arab Emirates, the United States, Canada, Spain, as well as India.
India. Yeah. Well, you passed the test.
Yeah.
Who designed the dresses?
They were all designed by first and second year students at the Academy of Fashion and Design here in Saskatoon.
So which pulses were used to create the dresses?
We source pulses that are grown here locally in Saskatchewan, so mainly being red and green lentils, field peas, chickpeas, as well as dry beans.
So for those of the viewers that don't know a lot about the pulse industry, why is it important to highlight where Canadian pulses are exported and how they're used in those countries?
Some of the feedback we've had from pulse producers has been that they're not 100% familiar of what happens to their pulses once they leave the farm. So we just thought it would be a good opportunity to tell them this, and obviously because Saskatchewan and Canada as a whole play such a large role in exporting pulses, we wanted to bring some information like that up as well.
That was my next question. So how big is Canada's role in the global pulse export market?
I guess to give you some numbers numerically, I believe that 75% of Canadian pulses are exported, and Canada, I believe, is about 83% of the Canadian world pulse exports are from Canada.
So more specifically to Saskatchewan, what role does Saskatchewan play in this market?
Right, so Saskatchewan is very key in the pulse export market, being that Saskatchewan itself produces 99% of the lentil crop in Canada, 75% of the field pea crop, and 85% of the chickpea crop. Very significant.
So I think the fashion show went fantastic. I think everybody liked the dresses and the models and the further education. What are you really hoping that people will take away from the show?
Basically, we're just hoping some more awareness around pulses. Like I said, it's a very non-traditional way to showcase pulses in the form of a fashion show, but just some awareness around pulses, the countries that we export to and some of the end uses, and just really the significance that pulses play in the Saskatchewan and Canadian economy.
For the farmers out there that are unaware or had some more questions, from Syngenta's standpoint, what role does Syngenta play in pulse production?
Syngenta, we have seed care or crop protection products in our portfolio, and many of these can be used on pulse crops. So we have worked with pulse growers for many years in pulse production. So we certainly do lend a hand towards the production of pulses with our portfolio.
Okay, Rebecca, thank you very much.
Good, thank you.